live here on YouTube just before I got my Bluetooth thing turned on here, and so I don't really know if the Bluetooth audio is working or if you're picking up the audio off the phone directly. But I guess I'm gonna just go with that for now. Let me see if I can get a few things adjusted here. So this is my second episode of Whining with the Professor. I'm trying out a few new things here. Um, Emily, you need to not be playing in the room when I'm doing my live video, okay? Come here. Please say hi. Okay, we're only live on YouTube right now. I haven't gone live on Facebook yet. But this is Daddy's time. So you gotta read your book because you're supposed to be reading right now. Okay. So just so I was saying, this is Daddy's time to do his. I haven't started yet. We're live on YouTube, but we haven't gone live on Facebook yet. Emily, you gotta go somewhere else. You don't have to play in this space right now. All right, so we are live on YouTube. As again, I don't know if we're streaming on the Bluetooth or if we're streaming on the camera pickup, and hey, we'll figure it out. Just about to go live on Facebook, which is actually, I suppose, the primary point of this is to be live on Facebook. The YouTube is a backup. Um, let's see here. I'm trying to figure all this out. I'm actually trying out a new technology for my Facebook Live, and it was supposed to be able to stream Facebook Live and YouTube Live at the same time, but apparently Facebook figured out that people were doing that. And Facebook now doesn't allow you to stream to another live server from the same device, well, at least not with this particular encoding software that I'm using. I'm trying out Wirecast. I got my 30-day free trial for Wirecast. Trying that out. I like a lot about it so far, except for the fact that I thought it was going to be able to stream to both the YouTubes and the Facebooks at the same time. It doesn't seem to be able to. So I'm going to click the little thing here and it says go live. And I believe that now we are live on Facebook and YouTube. And let me just see if I can check that out quickly. I go in here on the computer, Facebook, and see if I can see that I'm streaming live. And something I didn't actually take a moment to do. All right, so that it says and that blueberry is amazing. Show it on camera. All right, that's one of the cameras. There's a camera over here too. Show it right there. Yep. Okay. Outstanding. So I think we're going live here, but I don't see it. So let me go back to Wirecast, see what it says. It says that we are streaming. It says that I'm recording now. And let's just see what Facebook says it's seeing. There might be a delay here. I'm not sure. Just one more second here to verify that I'm live on Facebook. If we are live on Facebook and somebody wants to just call me and tell me, that would work too. And hey, we are live on Facebook, and it says that we have a chance now to to drink some wine and let our hair down. So let's get to it. All right, so we got wine today. We have the Expedition. It's a Pinot Gris, Canoe Ridge Vineyards. That sounds kind of cool, actually. Canoe Ridge Vineyards. Inspired by explorers Lewis and Clark. So I'm guessing this is not a French wine. Inspired by explorers Lewis and Clark, who during their 1805 Hey, Michelle, come here. So this wine, come here. Michelle is researching the westward expansion right now in 5th grade. And so this wine was inspired by Lewis and Clark. Can you tell us a little bit about Lewis and Clark, Michelle? You're going to talk louder.
They explored.
Where did they explore?
Westward.
Westward. Okay, so that's our westward expansion. So it's possible now that if they were still doing that game show, Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader, you could win. Because now she's giving you the information. But let's get this open. So Pinot Gris, inspired by Lewis and Clark, Canoe Ridge Vineyard.com, Canoe Ridge Vineyard in Walla Walla, Washington. All right, so let's get right into it though. And so last week I actually had opened the wine a couple hours before going live, so that we could give it a little bit of air. It was kind of a young wine. I wanted to give it a little bit of air. This one, I was a little bit afraid that if I opened it too early before going live, that there wouldn't be anything left when we did go live. So I'll confess that I've tried this wine before. If I remember correctly, I like it. But let's just see. Now, I always wonder what those guys are thinking when they do this bit. I mean, I understand we swirl the glass to get some air into it and to get the aromas up out of the glass. I got that part of it. So we swirl the glass. In fact, Michelle, who you met on camera just a second ago, when she was a baby, she was observed to be at the table swirling her bottle because she had seen so many people at the table swirling glasses. So I get some, I don't know, green apple or something right here at the nose, and it's really quite pleasant. It's nice and crisp. Again, there's a little bit of green apple in there. It finishes a little bit, maybe caramelized or something. So, maybe you baked the green apple. But yeah, I kind of like it. I'm wondering if we're still live on Facebook here, because I can't really see anything when I look on the Facebook page. It makes me nervous. We go back over here to Wirecast. Wirecast says that we're streaming, that we're broadcasting. We've been on for 5 minutes. I guess that's all I really know there. Back over to Facebook just quickly. And again, I apologize, but hey, this is episode 2, and I'm trying to understand the software a little bit better here as we do this. So I can see the last episode here on Facebook. And I don't really see the live event. And so I'm wondering if it didn't actually go live. So I'm going to just see if I can try again. And so honestly, I can't tell you if the Wirestream thing was working or not. If it was not working, then I apologize here, but it seems like I'm going live on Facebook right now. says that I'm live, although it doesn't show anything here, so I'm not sure what's going on. Live video stopped. There was an error publishing a video. Maybe I'm already going live. Okay. So maybe the Wirestream thing is working. I just can't see it. So I'm going to go with it. Wirestream still says it's working. We're going to assume that we're live. All right. So I do like it, and it was probably true that I might have finished it all while cooking dinner if I had opened it sooner. So a couple things I want to talk about today, besides the fact that this Pinot Gris is nice and crisp and got a little bit of apple to it. So the first thing was I really wanted to be able to stream this video live on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time, and it was for a couple reasons. One of them was just sort of a professional challenge. I wanted to be able to do both at once, and it seemed like it should be possible. And I guess if the Wirestream thing is actually working and streaming on Facebook, then it is possible, but it's possible the same way I did it last time by using two devices. I've got my Facebook video, and I can engage with the Facebook audience, and I've got my YouTube video, and I can engage with the YouTube audience. And I suppose that I could line the cameras up better so that I could see both of them at once. But I watched a whole YouTube video today that explained to me how to use Wirecast to go on Facebook and YouTube live at the same time. And it was actually a really great video. It was very informative. And then when I followed all the instructions and set it all up, I clicked the next button, and I just got a message that says Facebook does not allow you to stream live on two things anymore. And so because you want to stream to Facebook, you can't stream to YouTube. And I thought that was pretty lame on the Facebook guys' side. I get it. They want to capture the market on their thing, and they want to make more money for them. But I did think that was kind of lame. And so I guess that's the thing that I'm whining about right now. You may note some lighting changes as we go through the thing here, and I'm also trying to figure out different places that we can do that. And by the way, Michelle, your French fries are done. So you can stop dancing on the other side of the camera to try to make me laugh. It worked. All right. But anyway, so clearly we're not doing this in a professional video studio, and I'm not sure that that's ever really necessary these days, because it is more engaging to be in the live video and to be able to have these kind of interactions. And honestly, on the video production side, it's a lot more relaxing to not have to worry about if everything's perfect when you go to do the video. You've got a chance to make those mistakes. So shame on you, Facebook, for not letting me use that particular method for broadcasting live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. At the same time, thank you very much, Facebook guys, for letting me to go live on your platform for no cost. So I think it probably kind of evens out. I guess the other thing that was interesting today that happened was, I don't know if you live in Worcester and if you go to the Wine Vine at all, but you pretty much couldn't get there today. So there was a water main break in the middle of the night last night, just at the intersection. Not when I'm on live video. You can't tell me something. If you want to tell me something, you got to tell everybody. Come here. No. If you want to tell me something, you got to tell everybody.
You know Miss Whalen and Miss Gray?
Well, I do know your teachers, yeah.
You know Miss Whalen's not my teacher.
Okay, but are you sure you want to tell the whole world, because we're live on Facebook and YouTube?
You.
Then you have to wait till I'm done.
Well, basically.
No, you have to wait till we're done.
Why?
Because this is live right now and it's going out to the world. No, you have to wait till we're done. You had several hours this afternoon, you could have told me.
No,
And you'll have several more hours.
Guy that was texting me.
You don't want to tell the whole world. You can't tell me when I'm on live video. Okay, come here. Tell the whole world. You got to talk louder so they can hear you.
I don't want to.
You got to wait.
I don't tell Mom.
Okay, tell mommy. Perfect. Okay, but you know what? I've got wine. Something about a car crash, and her teachers saw the car crash. Somebody was texting. Don't text and drive. Don't drink and drive. Okay, so where was I? Yeah. So water main break, all kinds of construction, digging up the road right in front of the wine vine, and you couldn't get there today. So if you did try to go get your wine, I hope you knew, like I did, how to get in through the back entrance to the parking lot. So that's how I got in and got my wine. I want to thank Sang and Camille for picking this wine. This is going to be one of the wines that you'll be able to taste this Friday at the wine tasting. It is again the Expedition Pinot Gris from Walla Walla, Washington, and I really like the crispness of it and the fruitiness right at the beginning. But then as the wine's been opening up, and now we've only had the bottle open for about 10 minutes or so, um, it's getting a little bit more round and caramelized at the end. And so I really do love this. It's nice. The other thing I want to talk about today is the whole wine rating system and the grades that people give to wine. So this is Whining with the Professor, and so my semester starts tomorrow actually. So I've got to be thinking about grading and how to quantify the students' ability really, and the students, not really the students' ability, because it's the bit of the ability that the students have demonstrated to me. I've got to be able to quantify that, and it's kind of like the way they assign points to different wines. And so I don't think I've ever seen a wine that had 100 points. And maybe there's some out there. I don't really follow this thing. And all the different magazines and rating people, they all have their own point systems. And I don't think I've ever seen a wine that had less than, I don't know, 86 points. And so that's actually kind of a small range. When 100 is the top, you're implying that 0 is the bottom. Um, and and I guess if it was vinegar, you wouldn't be able to call it wine. So maybe it's at that transition from wine to vinegar that should be 0, which means the ones that get that ranked, they get the points there, they're all like B plus wines, B plus, A minus, A plus wines. And you know, I think the highest rankings I've ever seen is like at 98 or something like that. And so I was thinking about that, and as the professor, as I'm tasting these wines week to week, I think they deserve a grade from me. And so I'm gonna refrain from grading last week's wine because it would just be based on my memory. But this week I do want to offer some feedback and some grading here, but I think it should be at the sort of the A, B, C, D, F, and maybe we'll go pluses and minuses here for my grading of the wine. And so initial experience. Open the cork. Get the aromas. It actually is. It's really fun. This is definitely an A for getting the aromas. It's definitely a solid A, something like a 94 or something like that on that initial experience. Take it in the mouth, and it's got some real flavor. There's actually, so it's like I said, it was sort of an appley kind of a thing at the nose. It's got a little bit of that, like you bit in and you got a little bit of that apple peel flavor. And by the way, guys, I am totally making this up. I am not trained to taste wines. I've tasted plenty of wines. That may be my training, but I'm not officially trained to do this. And so I get some apple peel in there. And at the end, it really does it round out, and it's almost like an apple crisp or an apple pie or something like that, but not really sweet, but sort of rounded out, and like that apple's been baked a little bit. So I don't know, because I thought they made this wine out of grapes, but it tastes like apples to me. So, but I love the beginning. It's a solid A, and I think as I get into the middle, I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it was not trying to be a big wine. It wasn't pretending to be a big wine. I think it's a solid A to A minus as we sort of go through the whole wine, and at the price point. Where's my piece of paper? I had a piece of paper that Sang gave me. It talks all about this wine. Is my piece of paper over here? Nope.